Mother of missing 3-year-old Elijah Vu is expected back in court for a plea hearing today. As we first alerted you, Katrina Baur faces charges of chronic child neglect and obstructing an officer. She pleaded not guilty. Emily Roberts is outside the Manitowoc County Courthouse with what we can expect.
Baur could change that not guilty plea. We could also learn more about what Baur's lawyer means by a possible resolution in the case. Baur's lawyer first mentioned that resolution in June, but wasn't specific about what exactly it could look like. Now it's been nearly 5 months since Baur's arrest. You may remember court documents say she left Elijah with her boyfriend, Jesse Vang, because she thought he was misbehaving. The criminal complaint says she wanted Vang to teach Elijah how to, quote, be a man. Police say they found a deleted photo of Elijah on Baur's phone showing him blindfolded on a bed with what appears to be bruises on his jaw, neck, and arm inside Vang's apartment. Vang reported Elijah missing from that same apartment in Two Rivers less than a week later in February. Vang also faces criminal charges, but no one has been charged with Elijah's disappearance. Our Action 2 News team is going to be following the plea hearing so we can first bring you the very latest. That hearing set for 4 this afternoon. In Manitowoc, Emily Roberts, Action 2 News.